Well, we know there are a lot of great performances hitting the stage this year at Playhouse Square. Some of them are for the little ones, and I'm talking about the Children's Theater Series, and someone who knows all about that is Daniel Hahn. Daniel, you put so much into making sure these performances are spectacular for local children.
Well, it's just so important. I mean, Playhouse Square is a not-for-profit, and giving back to the community when we serve our families and children, nothing is more important in this community.
So for those who might not know a lot about the Children's Theater Series, I'll let you first explain it.
Well, sure. Well, what we do is we pick a series of 4 shows that families can actually subscribe to on Saturday and Sunday performances, really geared for those 4 to 8-year-old audiences to introduce many for the very first time to live professional theater.
They start in October. The first one starts in October.
Late October. We bring The Ugly Duckling, which is based on the classic Hans Christian Andersen tale, the beloved duckling that turns into a gorgeous swan. This one is presented by Light Wire Theater Company, which used that magical electroluminescent wire that you turn off the lights in the theater and all you see is the glowing of that wire, and you don't even see the actors. It's just they can do anything on stage. They can appear, disappear, float through space like magic. It's a wonderful way to introduce theater to young audiences.
So, and that's great because that's happening in the fall. Then as we hit the colder months in January, you have another one coming in.
We do. We have that wonderful children's book, The Rainbow Fish, which has been adapted by Mermaid Theater of Nova Scotia. And this is the very first time they've adapted this book. This play hasn't ever been seen before. This will be a debut for us here in Cleveland. No one has seen this in this community before.
Wow.
And it's that great story of the wonderful fish with the gorgeous scales that learns that by sharing his most prized possessions, he can really find happiness for himself and others.
That sounds like a spectacular show.
It's
and
beautiful.
Then moving on, there's still 2 more.
There are. We go to Emily Brown and the Thing, which is based on another book that I actually hadn't read. This is one of the shows I saw that was the star performance of the series when we saw it. It's about Emily Brown and her little cuddly rabbit, and they go on an adventure when they hear a thing crying outside the bedroom window, and they go and help the thing calm himself and get to bed calmly at the end of the night. This is the same company that did the Gruffalo for us from the United Kingdom last year. It was one of the hits of the season. We're thrilled to bring it to Cleveland.
So this is sure to be a hit too. And then last but not least,
Junie B. Jones. Now, if you had kids who read these books like my daughters did, this is a show that can't be missed. It takes 4 of those Barbara Park novels, combines them into one narrative story where Junie goes on this incredible adventure. She's getting glasses, she's writing in her top secret personal beeswax journal, and it's told with music, so it's almost like a musical introduction for children too.
It's very important for children, I feel, to get involved in live theater and to get involved in such a young age. And I'm sure you know that better than anybody else.
Well, you know, you see these kids coming, and sometimes maybe their only exposure to anything even remotely like this is going to see a movie. When they're in the room with other people and they're seeing the live actors up on stage, especially a show like Lightwire, they'll do a talk back after the show for a few minutes, take off the costumes and reveal how the magic is done. It really opens up the world of live theater to these children in a way that is just deeply, deeply engaging.
And as you mentioned, they could end up being the future stars on these same stages. Daniel, thank you so much.
Thanks, Natalie.